What's up, everybody? This is Ibi once again. Today I bring you a different video because I want to do something different and I want to bring faith to all the musicians that are starting the journey. Some days ago, a student from Extreme Metal Picking, my guitar course, he sent me this video of one of the first interviews that Cryzix had in 2010. It was 15 years ago. And it's been a long time I don't see this documentary. It's like an interview documentary that we did through the Vice magazine from Spain. And it's been a long time I don't see this documentary. So I wanted to bring this idea of watching this interview with you so you see what was the mentality that we had back then. And I want to comment it and react to that and see how I see it today, 15 years later, right? Because I'm pretty sure we were a bit dumb, a bit unexperts, but also I know we had a very good attitude. So I wanted to just check out a little bit how we were back then. I remembered some sentences I said that it was a bit ridiculous, but let's check it out, okay? So just to put you in context, guys, this was during the recording process of our first album, Demand, as it was 2010, as I said before. And we were just starting our career. We had experience winning the Wacken Metal Battle contest that was held in 2009. And it was like a worldwide contest where every country had their own band selected. And we won the worldwide contest. So that was like the kickstart of our career. And back after that, we were just gathering all the songs, putting everything together. And in that moment was when we were starting to record the album. So yes, we were pretty fresh, pretty new, pretty young, and also with all the good things and the bad things that it takes. So let's check out together these interviews and let's see how was Cryzix 15 years ago when we started, okay?
The army of Barra and Vice. Alcoholic supporter from hell, studying the world to device. Alcoholic supporter from hell.
And this was in a bar from Barcelona that we recorded that. That was fun. And some friends of ours appeared.
Cryzix empezó como banda en 2008.
Pero nos falló el primer concierto el cantante. Y se lo dijimos a él para que sustituyera. Ni letras, ni hostia, pegar 4 berríos y ya está.
Pegaba unos bozarrones que te enamoraban. Lo más profundo, ¿sabes? Y fue en el momento de que dijeran, ¿ves? En el momento en que dijo que se unía fue como... Bien, ya estamos al completo.
I don't recognize the voice of Javi. It's so different. Of course, we were playing super fast. This is me trying to play a solo out of tune. Let me see. Very bad.
Estamos en Mike Studios en Barcelona grabando el álbum debut de Cryzix.
It looks like a rat cave.
Quedamos ganadores de la Metal Battle Internacional y el premio era eso, el premio estipulado era la grabación de un disco. Al final no pudo ser, la discográfica tenía problemas en ese momento y bueno, contamos con el premio en efectivo, el dinero, y dinero que empleamos para la grabación de este disco.
Yeah, the winning prize of the contest, Wacken Metal Battle, was that they promised us a tour, an European tour, and a release, the release of an album. You know, so it was like a record deal that included the recording of an album plus a support tour in Europe. But we got so much luck that the year that we win, the label Wacken Records went to bankrupt. So we couldn't release anything with any label, but we had to do everything on our own. So again, we just started from zero, from scratch, and we did everything on our fucking own, do it yourself from the first day. That's the way.
Pero lo bueno es que las metas van cambiando, porque hace 2 años nuestra meta era tocar con grupos famosillos, otro año fue tocar en Wacken y haciendo metas y luego ganas y luego quieres vivir de esto y ampliando tus metas y...
Te tienes
mola.
que superar a ti mismo,
Sí,
si no...
nunca te tienes que conformarte.
sorry, but I think this is my stellar moment that I was a very shy guy, I have to say. I was a shy guy and I've been a shy guy for a long time. So to me, these kind of recordings were a moment where I felt a little bit like, compromising. I think a lot of artists and musicians can relate to that, that feeling the pressure, sometimes it's too overwhelming. And for me, it was back then. I was like this, and for sure, it was something that I had to work and in the future, with meeting new people, getting in uncomfortable situations, and trying to get more and more confident in my own skin. So this is me trying to tell you that, you just go with the flow and you start getting better and better and trying to get more and more goals and trying to achieve new things. And that's the thing. Yes, that's the thing. Not get conformed with what you have, but try to always take everything one step forward, one step further. I totally agree with that. So good, little BB. You were right. And also it's something that I tell to my students sometimes when we had these chats about music business, that it's so important that you get out there and feel comfortable and try to get less anxious, meeting new people, getting yourself noticed and known in a cool way, in a relaxed way, So if you're watching this and you're struggling with this being relaxed in front of a camera or being relaxed in front of a conversation with somebody that you don't know, it's something that I would recommend you strongly, that you start trying to develop this skill of getting more comfortable, more relaxed, having relaxed conversations with people in the industry or other bands, because everything is about this. In the end, people wants to know people, and the people you know and you like is the people you're gonna end up working with. So you will have to do a little bit this homework, and there is no better way than just going out there and put yourself a little bit in comfort, open up conversations with people that you don't know, get yourself known, take a step forward. This is a key thing for your development. So don't waste your time and do it.
Haré un poco de ruido, Que nosotros escuchamos variedad de música, no solo thrash. O sea, te escuchamos desde rock and roll hasta brutal death, lo que nos eches. Somos una batidora. Cogemos todo lo que nos mola, lo meneamos y de ahí
I don't recognize Javi's voice. Wow, he was so little boy. But I think this is one of the important things of our sound is that we always blend many styles. Not just thrash metal, but all our influences that we had, and also weird stuff, like Brutal Gadget that starts with like this reggaeton beat. That's cool.
Bueno, conocemos a Crisis de hace un par de años que tocamos con ellos en Tarragona. Bueno, los conocíamos de oídas,
Our bros from Ángeles de Patria, from Albacete.
De un grupo tan joven que empezara a hacer ese tipo de thrash metal con tanta actitud, y dijimos, estos hay que verlos en directo. Y qué mejor manera de cuando íbamos nosotros a tocar a Tarragona, llamarles sin conocerlos de nada y oye, os apetecía tocar con nosotros aquí y tal. Chavales súper enrollados y tal, súper agradecidos, y yo creo que fue el único grupo que nos ha dado miedo, así por decir, de joder, que ahora tenemos que tocar nosotros.
I think that was key, That was key to know a bigger band that went through the path that we wanted to go. It was very important to have this knowledge and faith of how we have to develop our career over there, So I think it's very important that bands also can approach and get closer to bands that they can learn from, So back then we were super young and we didn't have any experience in the music industry. So for us, meeting Ángeles de Patria, it was like a blessing for us because They were signing with a really good label, Century Media, European one, and that was a very good way for us to start learning and start doing stuff in a more professional way. So great for them, great for us that we could start the journey with them.
Nos molaría que te cagas el hacer una gira, pero primeramente que económicamente no nos lo podemos costear de ninguna de las maneras. Y segunda, que es eso, que claro, la situación en la que nos encontramos estudiando y eso es bastante chunga. En el momento en que nos dijeran, toma, te cojo y te tienes que pirar 3 meses de gira y pierdes clases, pierdes curro, lo que sea, pero es una apuesta segura, a tomar por culo, ¿sabes? O sea, yo dejo los estudios, él deja el trabajo.
There is no security in anything. Here, our former player, bass player Mark, I love him very much. What he was saying is that in the moment that you have something secure, you just drop your job, you drop everything, and you just go on this secure tour and in this secure path. There is no secure path, guys. Let me just clarify this to you. There is no a point of inflection in any band that it says, okay, from now on, now you will get this amount of money and this security, the certainty for 5 years, 10 years contract, and you will be leaving. No, it's something that you have to build step by step, little by little. So I'm not fan of these people that they think like, okay, I'm gonna give everything for my music, for my band and for my music, so I'm gonna drop school, I'm gonna drop everything, and I'm gonna drop my job because I wanna get focused 100% with the band. This is absolutely wrong vision, I think, about approaching a project that you, like any other business, it needs time, energy to grow, you know, and it will not happen in 1 month, it will not happen in 1 year, it happens with time, over time and over time. So if you do this process of, because you have to spread seeds, you know, you have to, it's reap what you sow, right? So you have to spread seeds and seed the fields with your band. If you do this process of planting seeds, but you're doing it with this anxiety of, fuck, I don't have money, I feel poor, I cannot buy coffee to my friends, I cannot go out to dinner because I'm poor, because I'm sacrificing my life for my band. This is also affecting this process of planting seeds, which is very important before you start getting income. So that's why I'm not 100% against this idea that drop everything for your band. This is not the 80s anymore. You know, you don't have a contract from a label that it's millionaire contract or hundreds of thousands of euros, and you can get something from that. Even though that was a mistake as well, because then you were tied, you were a slave of a label. But nowadays this doesn't happen anymore because music sales are different. The world is changing. So it's like any other thing, you have to have a side job, you have to work on your project, your band, and do it, man. And you can really do a lot of stuff combining this with a side job, you know. And if you have just weekends free, you can do a lot of work in the weekends. And in the end, a lot of the work, it's not in the physical, you know. It's not in the it's not about touring every day. And in the moment that you will have these opportunities, these tour opportunities that is going to happen every day, it's a moment that I think the band will be more advanced, will get more income. And for a tour that you have once in a year, that you have to tour 14 days in a row, I don't think you need to drop your job, seriously. Ask for vacations instead, you know. But you can do a lot of things just playing by the weekends, man, and start building your career. And I tell you, most of the job that you should be focusing right now, it's not only playing a little outside or wherever you can, but it's also preparing a good release, preparing good music, preparing a good promotion, preparing a good narrative inside the release, preparing a good identity as a band and present it to the world. So there's so much work that you have to do with patience. And if you don't have a job and you don't have income, that patience is going to be blown away. It's going to be turned into anxiety, and you will affect the other members of your band, and it's a disaster. So forget about secure path, secure your own way. Find your own job and start working with your own band. That's the best lesson I can give you. The band was, of course, super green, let's say. We had to mature and progress a lot through the years. But there is one good thing, that we had the spirit, the attitude. And that's, I think, one of the most important things. The band, when they start their career, they carry this spirit, this fire of, I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how we're going to achieve it, but we're going to do the best, And this is something that, it's an attitude that I remember that it was in Crisis since the first day, I remember being surrounded by this attitude of trying to do something great. And I tell you guys, if we would never have these attitudes, and this doesn't mean be like an egomaniac trying to pretend that we are Guns N' Roses. It's just about, let's make something powerful, let's make something meaningful. It's like a standard, So if you see yourself or the band that is not delivering in that standard of level, you know that you're not in the right path. I think that's important that bands have it clear, And we had it clear. We had clear that we wanted to do whatever it takes to do what we wanted to do. And sometimes it's sacrifices of time, hours, a lot of hours of work, energy. And for sure, this is something that you will have to put over the table if you want your band to really fly, and move forward. So this is cool. I like a lot this. This is a little bit the proof of what we were up to as a band. And of course, if this attitude and spirit would not be that strong, we would not be 15 years later doing what we did with all the efforts and all the sacrifices and all the long hours of tours, and also the good moments, but also the bad moments, and some, of course, it's like a family, you have everything, so to go through that, it's a process that you really need to keep a fire, alive. That's cool. So guys, I think that's a very important thing as a band to have in mind. Of course, later, it's important also to learn how the business works and put your effort on learning how you can do the stuff better, how you can improve, and how you can reach to new fans, new audiences. That's also another important part, because with just pure fire, you're not doing anything. You need to really grow as a band and grow in your inner self, try to grow as a person. So it's like everything, it's like a life adventure. So guys, if any of you that you're watching this and you're starting your journey and you have any doubt, I like to help, and try to give some guidance to bands. Just send me a DM. You have the link below of my Instagram, and you tell me, man, I'm facing this with my band and whatever, blah, 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 and what would you do? I would gladly to help you guys, because there is so lack of information out there, to as a band to build your career. And bands, they have to learn by just making errors and getting hit, that which is part of life, it's a way to learn. It's by doing mistakes. But of course, if you find somebody that you can get some information and some guidance, always this helps. Luckily for us, we had some management and some people that could a little bit give some guidance, but also I tell you that there is no better guidance than also what you really want to do by heart. This should be the best of the best guidance, that you should have your attention, what you really want to do by heart, to express. This is the most important thing, because people is going to tell different strategies, different things that you should do or you should not do. But in the end, it's all about who you are, what you want to express in the world, and how you're going to make it. And these answers are going to be inside you. And this is the best advice I can give you in 18 years of international career. But as I tell you, it's important to get guidance from people that have already gone through that path. So just send me DM, and I'll be really happy to help, okay? So thank you for checking this video. I will give some more information and more knowledge about, about being in a band, about building your career, because it's something that I enjoy a lot. It's something that I already am working with bands, with musicians, especially about how to develop your musical career in the best way possible, understanding how the internet paradigm works, but also how the old paradigm of the industry worked, and how you can combine these two worlds that sometimes look like they are colliding, the analog world where we came from, but also the digital world. But they are very important that you combine the best of both, you know, and you don't want to be the musician that is just following trends on TikTok. This is a shame, you know, but you have to understand the digital world to get the best of both, you know, having the integrity of a metal, of how it's been always, but also put it in the new frame that it's 2025. So expect more videos like this, and thank you for following. I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to put a comment in this video if you liked it. Also, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers!